Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining us on this awesome Friday night. So, it's going to be our first podcast, guys. So, again, thank you guys for joining us this evening. I'm just going to share this here on some pages. Make sure you guys tag some friends. We got a great stream coming on. We're going to be joined here in a minute or so. I have him sitting in the green room marinating. I have no idea what Chris is on because I can see him right now just having a great time. So, but we are joined with Crispy from the Average Boys.
What is up? What is up? What is up, people? It's Friday night. I haven't been on a Friday night in like fucking 4 weeks, dude. We moved our show to Sunday, so exciting times, exciting times, exciting times. David, what is up, my dude? I am here, and I am here. I am ready. I'm ready to jam. Ready to jam. What's been going on?
Good. I appreciate you joining us on our very first podcast. It's like a throwback, bro. Right?
Just straight up, straight up. Hey, congratulations on your new shop, new carbon footprint in the valley when it comes to business. I wish you good wealth and prosperity in your new adventure, and may the force be under you or with you or wherever. I see some lightsabers in the back and some pops, and I already know you're ready to go, man. I'm super excited, super excited. But yeah, man. Happy you got your new spot. You know, I know we're going to be talking about why and when and what happened or what, but yeah, really, really excited, man. Let's make this shit happen, boy.
Yeah, for sure, bro. So I appreciate it. So again, guys, so we're just gonna talk about a little bit of stuff that's going on. So one of the major things I do want to cover, because it's a life changing event. Besides the new thing, is I'm no longer with Walmart, bro. Believe that shit?
Okay, so that's really crazy to me because I've known you've been with Walmart like ever since I practically met you, even before that shit. And when I met you, you were like, "Yeah, I work with Walmart," and I was like, "Okay, that's cool." Like, you know, everybody in the valley casually works with Walmart, but you were like, "No, no, no, like I I work with Walmart." And I was like, "Wait a minute." You took the time to really explain this, but what do you mean you work with Walmart? Like what did you mean that you worked with Walmart?
Shit, bro. So I started off catching shoplifters because it's easy money.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where I met Fred and them and so forth. I became a manager of that. Then I ended up going to now it's considered home office training, home office trainer. But basically, we ran an academy. So Walmart was a company that pioneered basically in company training. So it's literally, bro. Like if you go to school, there's a portable building, and there's
Yeah, all right,
classrooms,
all right.
and you
The
fucking teach,
portable
bro.
buildings.
You take fucking rosters and attendance. It's fucking great, bro. It's like the easiest gig for Walmart, bro. If you want to make bank and work 9 to 5, well, 7 to 5 during the weekends off, it's the best gig ever, bro.
I think the coolest thing was like when you had left on your quest, your Mormon Walmart quest,
Mhm.
like you took off to like some like Alabama backtown place, and you were like, "Yo, I'm at the first Walmart ever invented, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm here." And I was like, I don't even. My mind doesn't comprehend that shit. It's like when you look at the valley on the weather map when Papa Tim Smith is explaining it, and he's like, know your fucking place, dude. Like know where you live, so I don't have to constantly explain to you that you're in trouble or whatever.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that because you were taking pictures of all these like crazy things that were there, like a museum, right?
Yeah.
But like, so where in the United States, where in the world was this place located?
So, and home office is located. There's one for every market. So I was out of Alamo, Texas, but we went to training in Bentonville, in Arkansas. And then after that, I did the academy gig for about 4 years. Decided to go to North Dakota for a store lead, which is like a store manager and training, obviously because money. I mean, there's no denying, bro. Money's money. You
True,
know what I mean?
true, true,
Um,
true.
I got to deal with snowstorms, negative wind chills. It was fucking great. The worst time of my
Yeah,
life.
it's yeah. The moment you leave like any outskirts of the valley, you instantly see things that we don't, which is just weather, like weather changing. That's like we don't experience that in the valley. We're almost like what was that movie a while back with Jim Carrey where he was like in a bubble?
You know?
Do you
Oh,
remember that
look,
or
I
not?
I don't remember that one. I got
What's that movie?
JJ Miguel. Thank you guys for joining us. Hi,
What's up?
Jay.
What's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the
What's up,
stream.
Miguel?
By all means, put in the comment section what you do for a living so that way we can all understand your struggle in life.
I got you, bro. JJ is watching. JJ works at fucking HEB. Sucking the breath out.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
but
love it.
so you being in that position with Walmart, you would say that you were pretty high up there. Like, Was there any significance in changes on the way that they like handled business with you or talked to you or the Truman Show? There we
Truman
go.
Show.
Miguel
There
got
you
that
go.
shit. Truman Show
Yeah,
straight
bro.
up. That's what
Like,
it's like, dude, in the valley. You leave and then you see snow for the first time in San Antonio. You're like, what is this white stuff? Is this my uncle's stuff that he puts in his nose? You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what it is. But is there any significant changes to the way that they treated you at Walmart when you got up that high? And then, of course, being a minority, Hispanic, and you're
bro.
like 80 feet tall, dude. You're like a
Yeah.
kaiju of a man, dude.
Fucking big ass Hispanic, bro. Yeah, no, it was fucking great, bro. I mean, it was a good experience. I could tell you that, you know, once you get to that corporate ladder, you move up, you kind of get to the dark side of things. It's so funny because me and my girlfriend actually were talking about it today, and you know, like when you make decisions, like it affects a lot of people. Like I remember hiring temporary associates, bro. So we had like 30 temporary associates, and from one day to the next, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let's just fire them. You know,
Drop them.
and I'm like, I gotta say payroll, I gotta do this and that, like, you know, the things that they teach you. But I never thought of like, fuck, bro, like this is how people feed their families and shit, you know. And I started developing the conscience. And a friend of mine actually, he just jumped on. He's watching. He was like that. He's getting furloughed, whatever the fuck, where they don't let you work for a minute or so, but they don't fire you. And like,
Okay.
yeah, furlough. And I was like, I just felt like it just felt like I was like, damn, bro, like my buddy, he's a hard worker and shit, but like I remember making those decisions, bro, and not giving a fuck, like whatever, you know. And
Yeah,
I don't know if I
that
developed a conscience, bro, but fuck.
it's really weird. Like after the coronavirus, how like everybody's mentality of work changed. You know what I mean? Like, you know, people came back and they were like, well, no, man, I'm not going to work for those fucking hours. Like, you don't even pay me enough. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild, dude. But I mean, a lot of it's true. If you understand where the workforce kind of like created, of course, by, was it Henry Ford and the Ford offices, you know, all they wanted to do was create the work. What's up, Robert? They wanted to create a work schedule that made everybody come in, maximum effort for Ford, minimal effort for time for them to be with their families. But it's just one of those things that they force this psychological aspect that you have to go and work these hours for you to be successful. But you're making me successful, and now I'm keeping you under my thumb. Bang.
Yep, away from everybody.
Walmart sucks, dude. Walmart's such pussies, dude. They fucking. Why don't they go 24 hours again?
Bro, it's just it's a cut cost, bro, because we pay people more, but we hire less. If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
They got fucking robots in the front. It don't matter. I mean, fucking open 24 hours. Have a bunch of robots. Make that bitch 24 hours again. I'll go in the middle of the night and fuck that place up.
Bro, I remember that shit. And then
you remember this? Dude, it was
fuck yeah, bro.
Edinburgh. Okay, so I live in Edinburgh, right? I don't know. You're in the McAllen region, right? Or something?
Yeah, McAllen Trenton, yeah.
Bro, I live in Edinburgh, and Edinburgh is like the Dollar General version of a college town. Right. So like everything is catered to the university, which is cool. Go UT bread taco am or whatever the fuck. Go wherever you want. But the fact was that Walmart was the place to be when you couldn't get sleep in the middle of the night. Like you have to write some essays, you got dead week, you got something going on, and you're like, man, I don't know what to do. Let me just go walk around Walmart for a little bit. And then you go, you see like the little winter Texan ladies with their fanny packs and pink ass like aerobics gear doing their little walks around Walmart. You know, there's, you know, crazy people in the middle of the night or whatever, but it wasn't bad. It was cool. But I guess it's like during the coronavirus and after the coronavirus, they had all the protests up in like the different, like the West Coast and the East Coast areas, and the crime rates went up and people like robbing the fuck out of places. Like, I think that's what kind of pushed Walmart into being like, hey, let's just be casual. Let's not do 24 hours because, you know, 24 hours makes us a bigger target. Like, let's just be cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
I want to say like maybe like one or two Walmarts are like Blockbusters somewhere in the I don't know, Wyoming or North Dakota that they're still 24 hours because, you know, white people get all the cool stuff. You know, white people get all the cool stuff.
Definitely.
But so how long did you work for Walmart and what is it that they're doing? Because I remember you telling me that you were going to get a pretty cool like siphon and they were going to hook you up with some cash for going out there and dedicating like a large sum of your existence in the working industry without your family next to you, and they were going to hook you up and you made them a lot of money, man. Let me know what's up. I want to know all the dirty shit.
Yeah, no, but for sure. So a couple of my buddies still joined. So thanks for joining, Sydney. Appreciate it, bro. So long story short, bro, it was an RPZ thing. So basically the same job I was doing in North Dakota, the Valley pays jack shit. So the starting gig at the Valley 70,000. What I was doing there was starting 92,000. So common sense says, hey, you know, an apartment $1,000 a month, you still got money, right?
Yeah, dude.
So,
Hell yeah.
and so I did that. Basically, long story short, I was accused. I was given direction from my market manager to terminate a lot of these coaches and stuff, and just slowly, like, you know, once you get to learn people and stuff, like you kind of learn how they are, what they're good at, and how you can, like, you know, develop them and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of stopped playing ball with it, and then pretty much like a lot of the things we were doing, we would get like ethics things, and so I was accused. I was rightfully accused or wrongfully accused of calling somebody the F word, you know, which I'm
What's the F word?
faggot. So,
Oh man. And
so
but did you though?
of course not. Kind of questions that?
Oh, okay, good.
No, of course not. The thing about it, I don't know. I could be different, but I definitely didn't say it. Because obviously, you know, people. I mean, there's a lot of people and culture and things that we do because you have to adapt, bro. Like the way that, I mean, obviously, you know it, right? The new gen and the old gen, right? Gen Z and the millennials, like you have to choose your wording. You have to choose a lot of different things. So Walmart does a really good job of adapting everybody to that. You know, that's just what we do. I had a bunch of managers that I had held accountable, band together and just say different things. But here's the best part, bro. Like before I left, I was able to get my market HR demoted, and then I was able to get one of the coaches that was involved kind of on her last written, her like final written before she gets fired.
Good. Good.
So
You're able to get some type of payback or something off of these people that screwed you over.
But you know, it's full circle, bro. But it's not too bad, bro. I mean, at that time, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll come back and I'll do the collectors full time. But you know, that turned into a whole other thing to itself.
Well, because that's the collectors thing is another conversation we're gonna have. We're gonna talk about that too. But like, what I wanted to say real quick is how much of you, and this is just me asking out of there because I like to consider myself someone that's very open minded. You know, I adapt to the times and I move with the generations. How much of it do you feel was mostly what is it? Not mostly race motivated when it came to them letting you go at work? And I'm not talking about Walmart being racist, because I mean, of course, Walmart's not racist, right? I'm talking about that region or that community of people that run that store. How much do you feel like it could have been a racially motivated thing to get you removed from that position because you were maybe higher than other people or whatnot? Yeah, do you feel like that might have been a factor?
I mean, there's definitely a factor to it because a lot of the different cultures. Like, how do you say it? A lot of different work culture, bro. So the Hispanic work culture is different, you know, and even within the Hispanic work culture is different as well, right? But like here in the Valley, a lot of the managers here, they put in like 12-hour days, but we used to call them half days, which are 12-hour days. You know what I mean?
Damn, dude, that's crazy, dude.
That's just us like talking shit to get through it, bro. But like the hours we would run in North Dakota, they run like a standard 9-hour shift, bro. But they think of themselves as working 12 hours, but then when you put them on a 12-hour shift, they're dying at 9 hours. They're dying at 9 hours in 1 minute, you know?
Yeah, they freak out.
But I think definitely race has something to do with it. The only good part was where I was from was a military base.
Nice.
So there's a lot of different cultures that were there. Good. But I mean, you know, 10 years, I always made a promise to myself, and I only told a handful of my friends about it. I would say, hey, you know what? My son turns 10. I don't want to work at Walmart no more. And my son turned 10, and I remember telling Ashley, like, hey, you know, I think I failed at my goal. Like, I'm still here. This sucks. And I forgot who I was talking to. I think I was talking to my buddy Juan, who's still there. And he's like, hey, you know what, man? He's like, he's still 10. So technically, you're still on track. And so I'm like, well, that's true. So I ended up coming back to the Valley October 12th. And it was his birthday was on the 19th. He turned 11. So I got to see him turn 11.
Yeah, boy. Positivity. That's what I like to see.
And then I decided I ain't fucking going back.
So did you recently get the memo that you were like let go completely or what?
Oh yeah, bro. So I got an action where I had to terminate myself, which is fucking great. So no longer with the company, so now I can talk freely about it. I mean,
like fuck Walmart.
I mean, bro, basically, I mean, it's a good company, bro. Like I was talking to a buddy of mine that's a store manager locally or whatever. And I said, hey, you know what? Walmart's done good. I mean, there's not another job, bro. And you know, I'm not here to brag. I mean, obviously now I'm not making anything. But I was bringing in 135,000 to 165,000 a year. And like, I mean, I'm uneducated, bro. I don't have a degree, and like, I don't have to be like a cop, like certified or nothing. Like, I don't have to do none of that shit. I literally just ran the play, moved up accordingly, and to me, that's fucking crazy, bro. Because I never thought I would hit
good work, dude.
Yeah,
hella work. And then not only that, I think you told me about like you have like a mentor of yours that works in like another department or another state that you kind of
Mhm.
go to for like business understanding, and he's pretty up there too, right?
Yeah.
So like
So
that's those type of gifts, I guess you could say, or opportunities or actions into leading into meeting people of higher stature in the companies and stuff. It's a lot to learn, man. There's a lot to learn. I realized this several years ago, but like in the nowadays times, there is no more careers that you could step into. Like it's so difficult nowadays to have a career job, which is like working up the pipeline until you reach a higher level in a company that is not just sustainable, but above that middle class venture. Like, you know what I mean? Back in the day, you used to move up to a company, buy some share, you know, get some stocks and become like a business entry man into it and do this stuff and work super hard. That was like that. It's so crazy. Like the janitor becoming the boss one day kind of thing.
yeah.
You know, that pipeline, that pipe dream ain't around no more. Nowadays times it's just all what is it, like generational and always left behind to like this the sorry, I just ate pizza. I'm all burpy and shit. But
Hey, bro, I got
it's
you,
like
bro. You want some?
generational. Yeah, give me some. No, I don't really get some too much. I'm just gonna take some of this biofreeze. It's generational. Like a lot of people are like, oh, well, I'm gonna just leave it to my son or my daughter who have no experience because I've babied them their entire fucking lives, but they're gonna take over the company and they'll be all right. And then they'll learn by a couple of months, and that's when you realize that it wasn't that hard to make a business like that in the first place. So, very weird shit in the times we live. But onward. So then you made your way back to town. We got you back here in the valley. We all partied out. We all hung out. We all got back together. It's good to have you back. But like you had a shop that you were working at, and you want to talk about that too. So I'm here for you, brother. Vent on my shoulder, or whatever the fuck.
Vent.
Yeah,
Vent.
ex collector.
Hey, nah, bro, you just gotta put it out there, bro. I mean, it's nothing bad. So, talking to Fred and Jay, we were business partners for years. I think we talked about it. Like, I think the company itself was together for 7 years. I joined them on the 6th year, or the 2nd year technically, and we did 6 years together. And obviously, we grew that, beast in itself and stuff. And I remember telling Fred, like, hey, bro, like, this corporate shit's not working. I kind of talked to him a little bit more, and like, hey, I think I'm gonna just quit. You think, he quit. We got Fred to quit his job and work in the shop full time and get paid. I was like, you think we can do it for me? He's like, yeah. Well, come to see it, bro. Long story short, there are some bad investments made, numbers being manipulated, things being, I guess covered up and so forth. And just had to
Thanks,
be
bro.
like, oh, that's my tia. Hi, tia.
Hi,
And
Tia.
hi, tia. And from there, just I had to really analyze the situation, man, because for me, like, it's a lot of time you don't get back. Money is not a big deal, bro. You can get money,
Yeah.
And
And that's the thing. Like, I kind of like, we were talking about this off stream, and I was like, I'm gonna air out some shit today that I don't really give a fuck who I hurt feelings of or whatever. But like, I would like for you to say kind of like, you don't have to get into like detail of what happened, but like getting into casual detail because of the fact that, not gonna lie, like people want to know, like, because everybody's real cheese man down here in the valley, like everybody needs to show some shit, right? But I want it to be where people don't just learn, well, don't just hear it, but they learn from it. They learn, hey, when you run a business and you get with someone and you do some stupid shit when they're not around, like this is what happens and this is the outcome. One, like you're still cool with your guys, you're still cool with these dudes in some way, but like they have to know in some way they fucked up your life, or that they fucked up enough making that decision on their own that it got you to leave. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I think it's super fucking important. That's like when someone, Amber Heard shits the bed. She thought it was cool at that moment. They took her to court. They said it was wrong. Like now the rest of the world calls her the person that shits the bed. Like she now knows, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't shit the bed. You know what I mean? Like I kind of feel like it's in that same factor. Like I'm going to talk about some shit later. We're going to talk about like, there was that Asian con or whatever the fuck, those guys fucked up that whole thing. We're gonna talk about Johnny Zamora and his fuck ups and Bonsai Con and Lighthouse Mitsuri and all that shit. I want to cover a lot of shit, and I'm gonna put out names, dude, like, because I want them to go like, damn, dude, like Chris is an asshole, but like maybe I was wrong. Maybe I need to learn from my situations and shit. But yeah, like I want to know, like, what is it casually? You don't got to get into crazy detail. Like, what is it that happened that was a business thing that got you to be like, yo, I'm not fucking with this. I'm out.
What's it called? I mean, long story short, man, like, I think it's more, and I think you may have talked about it before. It's accountability and ownership. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you have to have that as a business. I like to call it.
Accountability.
I call it ACE, bro. I call it accountability. I forgot what the other fucking two things were.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't abbreviate shit. I just say what it is, dude.
I
Now you're
meant to put it on the desk.
better find out.
But definitely, bro. So the accountability part. So for example, like if you're gonna fall behind on rent or whatever it might be, like it's not too bad, bro. But the thing is like you have to communicate. Like when you're hiding stuff and you start hiding things, that's when things don't go in the right direction. You know what I mean? Because if you're on a ship that's drowning, bro, there's two things you do. You're either gonna patch the hole or jump the ship. That's it.
Yep.
Like there's only two things that can happen. You're either gonna patch the hole or jump the ship. My buddy Sydney's over here, Integrity. So Sydney, bro, good friend of mine. He actually hired me and Fred way back in the day to get into Walmart. So it's Sydney's fault. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Sydney. This has been a great journey for him, man.
I'm just fucking with you.
Learning experience, though. I mean, it's a learning experience. You got to get some. You got some great memories in life. You know, you're still a young guy. You're gonna go out and do a bunch of shit between here and the passing of whatever the fuck happens later on in life. But it's a learning experience. Like I remember I went to LA once. I just can't remember no more because I'm dumb or whatever the fuck. But just cool things, cool experiences, man. So
yeah, but long story short, man, they made some bad investments. They took out some loans, and then they started owing some people money and stuff like this. And the way I see it, if I was part of the conversation to take out loans and own the debt, then I own it as a man. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But if they take it upon themselves to do it, and I wasn't involved, and I never saw any money of it or anything,
that's you're just taking the blood end of it and shit.
Yeah, it's like, so David's gonna come rescue me. David's gonna come and throw money at it. Like I just can't, bro. Like in a position where like, do I get a job even though I don't want another fucking job? Like, this is what I planned on being. But I mean, at the end of the day, like everything's a transferable skill. Yeah, you know what? It sucks. And it's kind of like me and Fred were talking the other day. He stopped by and I told him, like, bro, like, yeah, I'm pissed. Like, understandably, he knows I'm pissed. Jay knows I'm pissed. But I mean, obviously, like, it is what it is. Like, if they know where I'm coming from and I know where they're coming from, and it's a mutual understanding, we don't necessarily have to like each other. But I mean, eventually, maybe we'll get over it. I'm not sure, but it is what it is.
What's up?
What up, Jehu?
But even with that, like you could separate business and personal relationship. You know what I mean? Like if Fred needed bread or something, you'd be like, all right, cool. Like I got some bread, come get some or whatever. Like, but if he's like, hey, dude, can you come do this for the business? It'd be really helpful. You're gonna be like, nah, bitch. Like you got yourself in that shit. Like you got to wipe your own ass sometimes, man. Like I get it. Like, and it's one of those things. Like, man, dude, it baffles me sometimes why Fred and Jay made that they made that type of decision without at least coming to you. And I know personally, like you're one of the dudes that I know, like you're really good when it comes to numbers and all that shit. Like if I was going to get like a fucking $100 loan, I'd probably be like, oh shit, let me hit up David. Cause he could probably tell me what he's going to give me all the words that I don't understand in the logo lingo or whatever on MOs and EOs and SEOs and FFAs and DIEs, CKs. And he's going to let me know like what I need to put where and stuff, and then I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. I wouldn't try that without at least counseling someone into telling me what I should do. And I think that would have probably been the better nature for him. But they made a fuck up, and as men, it's cool. Like they took accountability and they confronted, and when it was brought to their attention, and you guys have went your separate ways. And by all means, we want them to be successful. Go out there, hustle, boys. Don't fuck it up, and pay those guys back that you did. Now we're in a new position. David, my homie David, now has a new spot called Adam Collections, sounding like a collection agency, but it's not a fucking collection agency. It's not what
eventually.
Eventually, we're gonna go around and be like, "Yo, give me my money, bitch! You bought a Sailor Moon toy 28 years ago."
There's a meaning behind it, but we'll come across that when we get there.
So tell me what's up. What's up, Funko Pop and Sons? Good to see you, my man. Shit.
Oh, Johnny. Hi, Johnny.
Yeah. Good to see you. So let me know, what is this thing about that we got going on? Like I've had the opportunity to work a little bit like with you. I kind of work your graphics sometimes or give you like a massage when you need it or whatever. But like Adam Collections is kind of like your new venture, man. And I'm really excited for you. And I like the name because I'm a big fan of Astro Boy, and that atomic retro scene is always like, present in those things. But tell me about your Adam Collections and stuff.
So Adam Collections, to sum it up, man. So given my experience when it comes to retail, brick and mortar, and this has nothing to do with like the different people that have different shops. I mean, Everybody has a different experience. My experience comes with 10 years of retail teaching. Managers, district managers, regional managers, people who run multi-million dollars of companies and associates. Brick and mortar is a very easy thing, man. Like setting up a sales floor, a floor plan, getting the flow of traffic, maximizing your square footage. That's super easy for me. Where I struggle is e-commerce. So the plan is hopefully by February or as soon as I can in January, get the website up and basically have things listed there for pickup or shipping, and then we'll go into brick and mortar and all that good stuff.
I just want to say this real quick. So I shared this. So we use a podcast streaming service, me and David at the same time, and I am allowed on the very top to share it to my community. But the crazy thing is I don't see the comments that are coming from my community. And there's been some comments and things coming in. I just want to give shout outs to people real quick. Hi, Joanna. Hey, Rob. Rob's here with us now on this one. Margaret's watching on the stream. Margaret, what is up? It's good to see you guys. Georgie, good to see you. Rob, everybody. Elizabeth, good to see you. And Brian, my dude from the Average Boys podcast, my boy from Jersey. Brian D from New Jersey. What is up, man? Good to see you. We're doing a Friday night. It's crazy, brother. Mark Flores, good to see you, my man. I hope you're doing well. Alex, my boy, good to see you. We're gonna see you tomorrow. And yeah, I just want to let you know I did not see the comments. I'm now gonna be checking it on both sides. So let me get back to it real quick and drop some knowledge real quick. David came in and says, was David in the Illuminati of the Inner Circle Walmart management team?
Yeah, no shit,
yes or no?
I mean, I mean, bro, there's a lot of controversy, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a knowledge. Say he may have given his first left nut for that, dude. Robert came in showing some love. Thank you so much. George says, if every Walmart had a girl, Gail Lewis, they could be open 24 hours a day, too.
No shit, bro.
That's a good one, man. Elizabeth from San Antonio says 3 a.m. trips with a Batman mask and a black towel for a cape to make the workers laugh. Okay. Did you ever get any of those over there? Like any of the guys that were just like, they were about, making the people just happy and shit? They got to, bro.
Too many.
And then Robert says we ghetto got Walmart and HEB. Then we got rich ones and the other sides, and we got all these different HEBs and Walmart's in the rich side of town and stuff.
Yeah,
that's so funny, dude.
Great.
And then he says, "Why you make him say it? Oh, you're making me laugh." Mark, good to see you. Flores says, "You the man. Hope you're doing well. Have a merry Christmas." You too, Mark. Good to see you, my man. I miss you guys. Miss you, Mark, brother. And yeah, we're gonna be covering some good stuff. So there we go. I'm all caught up on the comment section in my side. I'm so sorry, David. I just want to let you know fine, we got some people going on. Guys, don't be afraid to leave comments on the chat. Even on my side, I'm gonna be checking frequently so that way I can have it open. And yeah, there you go. Continue on, my man. I'm sorry.
You're good. I used to be popular back in the day.
So you are popular, man. You're one of the most popular dudes I know, man.
But nah, bro. So that was basically it. So we're gonna set up e-commerce first. Go into the shop, brick and mortar. There are some things in between. I'm gonna do some private signings and stuff, things like that. But that's for another stream, another thing we're gonna do.
Private signings, good shit. Well, you've already had the success of bringing down two people.
I mean, I brought 2, but I coordinated it from far away. So now I get to
now you get to be in it, right?
Yeah,
you get to see those dudes when they act weird in person.
Yeah, so it's gonna be great. But I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know what? I don't want to sound like a fucking douchebag or nothing, but yeah, I'm another collectible shop, but in the same aspect, bro, like it's G. You like the lightsabers, bro? Bet, bro. Let's check the shit out.
Yeah, these 3 right here are really, really cool. Look, I can't put my finger through the gap, but that looks really good.
Just the battery.
I even like the setup, dude. I even like the setup, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So it's gotta be simple, bro. Like the best part is I have a very low overhead, so I'm able to buy a lot of collections. But right now, at this very moment, I'm very selective because my spot is so small. But where I'll be storing the stuff is going to be great. So in about 2-3 weeks, I'll be buying heavy. So if people want to sell their stuff, I got you guys. But don't go to the collectors first. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Jay. Or am I? No, I'm just kidding.
So tell me, why Adam Collections?
So Adam Collections. So back when my son was born, my brother, who's been like one of the biggest guys, giving me a lot of shit, but in a good way. He's like, "Hey man, what are you gonna name your kid?" I was like, man, like I want to do David, but I don't want to do Junior, so I'm doing David Adam Garcia. I always say that I named my son after the Black Power Ranger, the second one.
Yeah, dude, fuck yeah. That's badass.
And my brother was like, "Hey, you should spell it ATOM." And I'm like, bro, but like, what if kids make fun of him? You know, like, because no one
Beat
tells you
him
that
up.
shit when you have a kid, bro. Like, you know, like no one tells you like think about the name. So I did ADAM, like the standard Adam, but then I was like, you know what, I'll do Adam Collections, which is gonna in its own is gonna be an LLC separate from the brick and mortar and stuff, but it's gonna be good. So
good stuff.
but
Good stuff. Good
I can't
stuff.
give away
So,
the business plan, but there's gonna be a lot of movements in this coming 2024. So
and are you still in McAllen or where you at now?
yeah, so I'm in McAllen off of Ware Road. So pretty much, and it's so weird, bro, because Facebook's being dumb as hell. But I'm basically 9 to 4 Monday through Fridays. On the weekends, I'm 9 to 7. After 4 o'clock, I do appointment. Like if people want to sell their collections and stuff, I'll meet them here or whatever it is.
Nice.
And then I do some whatnots and stuff. So I've done 3 whatnots. I've had 2 sales, but I made some good connections with some people that already have their crowd established. Which again is also like the best part about it is like everything that I've learned and failed in the previous company, I'm able not to duplicate the same results. You know what I mean?
Good
So
shit. Good shit. Good shit.
it's good and bad at the same time, but at the end of the day, it's just going to be consistency, man. Like as long as you're doing it, that's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, whether people want to come or they're like, "Hey, you're not going to be successful 9 to 4," there's a different ways to measure the success. Like in the 1 month of having Facebook, bro, I can tell you, like I'm at 263 followers, and you know, in the 6 years we were at the Collectors, we had 4,000 people. You know, so if I'm hitting that in a month, where can I be in 1 more month? Where can I be in 2 more months? You know, and then you know you're doing the right thing, bro, when the city shuts you down and does stupid shit. You know what I mean?
True that. Hey, so let us know because I remember you posted up. Okay, so like I saw you, man. I see you, brother. I see you fucking out there, you know, hustling, doing your thing. And you had hit me up and you were like, yo, I'm gonna do an outdoor event. And I was like, are you sure you want to do this? You just started, man. You sure you want to jump in this or you want to do like the layout or what? And you were like, no, I'm gonna get this going. And it's like it's gonna be a lot smaller than the other shop, but I'm gonna make it happen. And you made it happen. You put a show together and you got people to go and it was popping off. But like unlike any other show in the valley, because this shit doesn't, I mean, I've been going to conventions and shows, outdoor vendor events and parking lot things for a long time. I had never seen this shit happen. I'm not gonna lie, never has it happened to an event that I was at.
Mm-hmm.
Your event got called on and the police showed up and they were like, this is City McAllen. So first things first, fuck you, City McAllen. You're a piece of shit. Like, I just want to put that out there in case you're listening. Just in case.
Chris speaks for himself currently because as per my legal department, I'm kidding.
Yeah, still, I don't mind. Yeah, fuck you, City McAllen. That was a dick move, man. Because one, it's a very beginner business starting off. You see a bunch of vendor shits happening all over the fucking place. Like, first off, it was supposed to be like this, like giving people the opportunity to go out and kind of sell their little miscellaneous items, you know, just getting rid of some of the stuff and clutter of their house, almost like a garage sale, but more open in a public place that people may be going, giving an opportunity if you have a friend. Yeah. Now, of course, nowadays you have more businesses using it and abusing it. I'm going to say more companies out there abusing it and using it. Fucking real corporation companies out there hosting vendor things, taking the opportunities away from small businesses and small mom and pop shops and stuff. Fuck those businesses. But yeah, it wasn't like you were holding up traffic. Nope. It wasn't like you were bothering the community or you had spotlights stopping air traffic. It was literally like 4 or 5 booths right in the own personal area of your own little personal parking space. Mind you, I don't know who your fucking landlord is and I have no disrespect to him, but there ain't no one driving there in hordes to go to your fucking business. Your place looks dead as fuck. So 100%. For David to bring you some attention to all those other businesses in that area, they should kind of be thankful that David is at least taking the initiative to go out there and build your fucking little lot of bullshit that no one knows is there. Like, no one knows is there. There's smoke shops, there's fucking restaurants, little fucking paleteras there that I drive there all the time because my gym is close there. And I never see motherfuckers there. All of those end up just being office storages. So this is a great opportunity to bring people to your fucking land and bring them in there to be like, wow, businesses, how cool. And you get that shit turned down. So
Yeah.
fucking break it down, brother, because I wasn't there for that opportunity. That fuck man, I would have blown a fucking gasket, dude. And then
Yeah,
not
for
only that,
sure.
for those motherfuckers that come in and say you got to close it down, this isn't even a warning
Yeah,
that
bro.
don't do it next time. God, what a bunch of fucking idiots. Come on, City of McAllen, dude. God damn, dude. All
Definitely,
right,
bro.
sorry.
So, you're fine, bro. Trust me. I got some things to say, but my legal department doesn't allow me to say at the moment. But
Well, your legal
basically,
department ain't mine. So fuck.
100%, bro. You ain't wrong. But so we did the event. I was able to get about 6 vendors. Um, charged $25, nothing expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. From it was 11 to 5, maybe like 11 to 12:30. I lost hope. It wasn't as busy as I was hoping for. And so me being me, I was like, you know what? I usually don't like to spend the vendor money until the event's done. But I was like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. Like I'm gonna take this money. I'm gonna buy them some lemonade and so forth. Because I had already paid for the sponsored ads and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought lemonade just to make the mood a little bit better. Then we started picking up some traffic, not heavy traffic, man. No more than like 6 or 7 people at a time. It wasn't like we're shutting down, like bringing in 100 people at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the vendors texted me like, hey man, code enforcement's here. I'm like, what the fuck? And so the girl comes, bro, all this fucking attitude in the world. She's like, do you have a permit? I said, well, when I called the city, they said not to worry about it. She's like, what do you mean? I said, they told me go to the app. So I went to the app and I went under permit portal and nothing was there. So they said, if it's not there, don't worry about it. And then she's just fucking attitude, bro. She's like, well, in that fucking case, you're gonna get citation. I'm like, okay. So this chick just leaves. She takes pictures of the vendors and whatever. And so I'm like, okay, like what the fuck, you know? And I called the code enforcement. I'm like, hey, you know, I just had this chick leave. Like, she said I'm getting a citation, but she left. What's going on? Oh, somebody's there right now. So I go talk to this guy over here in code enforcement. So the one that gave me the ticket was Sam, but the other chick, I don't even know her name, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Johnny. And the dude comes, bro, and he's like,
Sergeant
hey,
Asshole, that was her name.
yeah, no shit. And then the dude tells me, like, hey, you're gonna get a citation for no permit. And I said, hey, like, how did you come here? Like, what brought you over here? He's like, oh, we got an anonymous call. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, do you know who called? That was the anonymous call. They're like,
Little anime
well,
reborn and shit.
yeah, no shit, bro.
Fuck those guys.
I mean, I haven't wronged anybody that bad, but from what I'm hearing, it's gonna possibly what the fuck? Oh, bro, I got somebody coming to the office. Give me a minute, hold on.
Yeah, baby, get some sales. Yeah, David's got a sale. So right now, David's office is he has this podcast studio in the office, which is why he's got a bunch of cool stuff in the back. But yeah, apparently the code enforcement people came down and they like canceled this shit. So let's see.
It's because that DeMarco Murray helmet, my neighbor's buying.
I can't hear you. Get close to the mic. What'd you say?
My DeMarco Murray helmet, my neighbor's buying it. So
which one? The one that fucking probably called the cops or what?
No, not that neighbor.
So fuck that guy.
But so yeah, bro. So apparently, the code enforcement guy's like, hey, I'm gonna give you a ticket for permit without pop-up without a permit. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then he wanted to give a ticket to my food vendor, and I said, you're not gonna do that shit. Like, it's not gonna work. And he's like, well, she's operating without a permit. I said, I don't understand. If you already giving me one citation for a permit, why are you gonna give me a second?
Why you give me a second one?
And then he's like, well, it's health and this is different. And I got pissed, bro. So I started doing the fucking Walmart shit. I said, so I don't understand. So if you're health, how are you going to give me a fucking permit for the pop-up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so he could tell I was getting irate. So I just told him, look, give me both tickets. I don't care. So the guy gave me both tickets. And then talking to the person I'm leasing from, he told me that he thinks it might have been the neighbor 2 offices down because he called him about his parking spots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, like I have people set up in front of our parking spots, but the people got to park somewhere, right?
Yeah, when it gets better, man.
Bro, and keep in mind, I'm here every fucking day, bro. Every fucking day I'm here. And nobody's here on the weekends, bro. But apparently that neighbor may have been the one who called. I haven't confirmed or denied it. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I think
what does that guy do?
So it's a booking service, like bookkeeping services. And so I think he ended up doing that shit and calling, but basically it worked out and didn't work out because the vendors got their money back, so they kind of got more profit in their pocket, right? Mm-hmm. So I didn't give them their full money, but I gave them I gave them $15 back.
But the thing is like after all this shit happened, right? And they closed down the whole thing, and it was going good at that time too. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, picking up.
You went to the city, like you went to the fucking coding shit, and they were like, oh, well, they didn't need to close you down, like they were. And it's like, well, City of McAllen, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Every other
100%, bro.
city in the valley helps vendors, helps promote events, helps promote people to be out there and doing community shit. You're the only one fucking it up, McAllen. Get with the times, bro. Get with the times, man.
And then after I called the city of McAllen, of course I documented. I put a reel up. I had to take it down for legal reasons. Till after they talked to the prosecutor or whatever.
Put on send it to me. I'll fucking put it up.
Shit, man, that shit right. And that blows, man. Yeah, they're getting strict. But the thing is that nobody in the city of McAllen was on the same page. Even the lady that gave me my court dates weren't on the same page. But at the end of the day, bro, like the way I see it and what I was telling my lemonade vendor for the food is like, I'm not gonna let her take the ticket because I organized the event. So I failed on my part.
So, yeah, it's on your responsibility. That was good.
Yeah,
accountability, my man. That was fucking straight up good business. Good man, good man. You heard it here first. If you're a fucking vendor and your people aren't helping you out like David is, get with David. David got you.
Yeah, so
David got you.
We'll see what happens. I have court on Valentine's Day, so that's gonna be fucking fun.
Yay! Show up in a red suit, dude. Bring them some chocolates and shit.
I'm gonna be like, can you be?
I brought you some flowers
before you fuck me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, baby, bring the condoms, dude.
And like, here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna just be transparent out there, bro. The fucking fine is only $200. It's $100 a ticket, right? Now, $200 starting up, like where I'm at right now, is a little difficult to come across because obviously I have no job, no income. But I'm taking it to the judge for the principle of the matter. Like if there's so many elements that we have to jump through, why are they not all on the same page? That's the biggest thing. So I'm gonna just go through all that, and then whatever pay.
That's a good point, dude. Pay that bitch in pennies. Pay that bitch in pennies. Damn, that's a good idea. God,
I don't think I'm that petty yet. But hey, you never know what could change between now and February, bro.
Record it and put it on YouTube and make it a fucking prank, dude. Just say it's a prank.
Monetize that shit. But yeah, bro. So we got shut down. But you know me, Chris. Like I can't go down like that, bro. So my next one's gonna be bigger.
Yeah. So what do you got? You have something planned in the pipe or what?
Well, so right now talking to because everybody has that family friend lawyer, bro, right? So talking to the family friend lawyer, he's like, "Hey, hold up on some of your clips. Let me talk to the prosecutor, see what we can do." But obviously, I have to go bigger and better, bro, because like I don't take that shit sitting down, But
good, you're not that Johnny Zamora kind of guy, man.
Nah, bro, fuck no. Even if I have to give away the fucking spots, bro, I don't give a fuck. But it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be fucking better, and there's nothing they can fucking do about it. Period. I don't give a fuck.
No shit, dude. Yeah. So wait, so when are you planning for your next event? Don't get a permit, dude. Fuck that shit. Don't get a permit again.
Bro, I mean, it's only $100, bro.
Dude. Fucking tell them. They'll come in and I'll be like, fuck out of here. Pitchfork and shit. Get out of here, you fucking assholes. Don't get a permit. Fuck that. Grab the permit and put it, staple it to your crotch, dude. That way you gotta make everybody look at your crotch when they get there, dude.
Hey, bro, but then she puts her glasses on, I'm gonna be all fucking nervous, bro.
Little tiny glasses, dude. Little fucking like fucking tiny glasses. That's funny.
We do a next event, bro. I gotta see what's going around April and March because I don't want to step on people's toes if someone else has an event going on. I know they have that Sanrio.
When is it?
Sanrio's in March. It's gonna be around February, March.
Sanrio, that's Margaret and Ruth from GhibliCon, right?
Yeah, it's in March. I think March 14th. This is the day before my birthday.
No, you guys got to watch out for those Area 956 guys. Those guys are fucking well, not all of them. Just one guy in particular. One guy in particular is a fucking idiot that works with that company. He's the same dude. Well, Area 956, this is something that you and I talked about a little bit, and I've talked to people about it. They are they're like an online group. They promote clubs and online activities and things like that. They're good at, I guess, making themselves look, but they do more of like taking other people's online videos and putting them on their site and then making it be like they made that shit up. You know what I mean? That's what they're really good at. But like, these are the same dudes that went to the city of Mission and did that Southeast Asian shit, right? Did you hear about that or no?
No, I didn't hear about that one. But I gotta give a shout out, bro, to Alex out there. Margaret says March 16th. I know I looked at it, Margaret. I didn't look too much into it. And what up, Nico? Thanks for joining us, bro.
Yeah. We got my good friend Margaret in the comment section. She's one of the people helping Ruth with Sanrio, who is the same people that did GhibliCon, which is a really, really fun little event in Mission at the Parks and Rec over there where the Seed building is. Really, really cool. So guys, check that out. It'll be March 16th. That'll be another fun little event to go check out. But yeah, these guys, they got I would say Ruth, and I don't even know if she's watching. I hope she is. She probably got bamboozled by this fucking dude. That probably got her to give them money in some weird fucking way as usual. Yeah, there's one particular idiot, fucking dumbass, Manny Rangel. He works with 956, Area 956. The dude I've known all his, like, not all his life, but I've known him since he was young. We all did parkour together, which is just a bunch of dudes jumping over shit in a park. You know, we would just get together. And then he went out there and said he was a coach, which I don't know how you coach jumping over fun shit in the park. Like, then later on, he told people he was like a level 4 gymnast coach, which again, this guy was never in gymnastics, never did cheerleading, never did anything. Like I said, all he did was learn flips from guys in a park, and then started telling kids in a gymnastics school, your kids that you're paying money for, that he was a level 4 coach, which is equivalent to like 4 years, you know, high school cheerleader, you know, several years NCAA cheerleading guy, like able to teach fulls and beat twists and all this other shit to kids. Like, guy's a fucking idiot. Mind you, I think his brother or his cousin or someone else was the person behind the Area 956. He was just a dude doing the posts, making like the Canva fucking post for that company. So they went out, and I guess he got, I would say that this is probably him because he's a fucking idiot. They got out and they went, and he made a 3D design telling the city of Mission, yo, this is what we're going to bring you if you bring us in to make an event for you. And he brought in this elaborate fucking, really an Asian inspired decoration for this one little part next to the Chamber of Commerce in Mission, Texas, right? Mm-hmm. And what they showed up with was just like one decoration and a bunch of fucking bullshit. 5 vendors, 2 fucking food people. Like, everybody there was like, what the fuck is this? This is garbage. But mind you, the tree looked cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, great. Let me take some fucking background shots on a tree that, you know, probably, I mean, I'm going to put this out there. Like, my guess is that he probably got someone from like the people that do the parade shit. Okay. To make that, because I mean, people were telling me like they could touch it and their finger would go through it. Like, so it's not even like really, it's like paper mache quality. Uh-huh. And that's not, you know, it's not good. But mind you, the guy was telling us when he was younger, he was going to be a life coach and a millionaire and all that Chad shit. Like the dudes that don't want to get, like the guys that don't want to get actual skills. And I always tell people, like, you got to make sure that if you want to be a successful person, you have to have a skill. And this guy was just an idiot. So fuck that guy. If he comes in, I mean, I guarantee that the reason, I'm going to say this out loud right before it happens, the reason why he got with Margaret and Ruth for this is because he's trying to learn so that he could take their business from them and try to do their event better than them. And he needs to get in there now. So he's going to make all the connections with the cosplayers. He's going to make all their connections with the vendors, and he's going to use them and not use you guys anymore. So that's the momentum we started. Now we're getting these type of idiots in the convention scene. All the guys that used to help, like Club Metro, come by and I'll give you a free fucking bottle and give all your people that come in fucking pills if they want to take some or whatever the fuck. Just a bunch of fucking weirdos, dude.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that one, bro. And I mean, definitely, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with having those transferable skills, but it's like we talked about before, bro. It's accountability. So if he decides, hey, I'm gonna steal this idea, but he doesn't deliver, he's got to fucking own those results, bro.
Well, I mean, just from talks, dude, like they really let down the city of Mission. Like, I guarantee there's probably like slim to no chances that guy gets a number 2 Southeast Asian market, and he's gonna let it slide by and hopefully hope that other people forget about it. And I was even telling Margaret about some shit the other day that I was like, oh, dude, you know what? I'll go fucking host an event and I'll actually make the fucking stuff because I can make things. That's what I do. I'm a fucking creator. I'm an artist. I'm a designer. It's what I do this shit. Uh-huh. I'll go out and I'll make all the fucking East Asian bullshit that I can do. I'll give it to the city, let them pay me less than what they gave him, and I'll fucking bring something to the community that they'll like. You know, something that they'll enjoy, not something that some fucking con man that wants to just like make a couple of bucks off of, and then you know fuck up enough that he doesn't get invited and just travels to another city. Mind you, using that as a segue, Johnny Zamora is going to host another event in Laguna Vista or whatever, which is off of the South Padre Island area. So just letting people know, he's got another event coming up. If you guys want to get your fucking money stolen and an event go to shit. So that was equivalent to Lighthouse, Missouri, Bonsai Con, and all that other shit that they've tried to throw in the last like year and a half that they fucked up for everyone.
I gotta do that one, bro. So did you hear about that fucking autograph bullshit, bro? The fake autographs and shit.
Casually, I mean, I mean, it doesn't surprise me anymore that all of this shit happens, right? Because if, like, mind you, Bonsai Con, they had an event happen where this dude and a lot of the other people, I don't know who, but fuck them, they all go together because they're a team. The whole fucking Anime Reborn and Bonsai Con and the whatever Cesare and the fucking dudes from San Antonio, the dude from Regent Costa anime event that's coming, all those idiots, all those guys that thought they could just bamboozle and lie to people just so they can get people to show up and make money. They were over there saying like, oh, the hotel's going to have an anime night. No, they go to the hotel and the hotel's like, what the fuck is that? They tell everybody we're going to have stages and audio set up for the Broadway, or what is it? The drag, they're going to have a drag show, which is, you know, it's interesting. It's fun. And then mind you, they don't have a stage. They don't have audio. They don't have anything set up for the people that were doing the entertainment for your own fucking convention. You couldn't even have the audacity to put the stuff down for the people that were going to do it for free. Fuck, mind you, the guy goes off and tells people not only that, Clayton's is going to do a fireworks show for us, which the fireworks show is for the Bike Fest going on the same weekend, dude. He was just trying to bamboozle him and say like, yeah, that's ours, dude. Check that out. And then goes off and tells people they're sponsored by Tesla and that Tesla is going to come by and pick people up and give them badass rides in the car and shit. Nothing, bro. Nothing. Tesla was like, the fuck is that, man? The fuck is that? He just, you know, stupid shit. Like, when are people going to learn? Like, I get it. Cosplayers, they want the opportunity to go out there and be noticed. I get that. So mind you, I'm a cosplayer. I've done a couple of events. I've been invited. I'm not going to say that I got their place just on skill alone. You know, I have a reputation. Some people know me. Some people are my friend. They've invited me. Like, I'll say it, like Ramsey's a good friend of mine and he likes to help me out just as much as I want to dedicate my skills to him. Yep. But I didn't get there because I didn't at least work fucking hard to get there. So a lot of these like young cosplayers that are coming up, they're just buying costumes, taking pretty pictures, like getting with photographers that just want to bang them. Like, they're just out there doing like the worst thing possible to try to get rep. And it's like, if you're not out there putting some skill into it, you're only going to get noticed for what you're known for. That's it, which is not much. Like, so get some skills, get out there, work hard. Don't just clamor at the first event that says, hey, we'd like to bring you as a guest. Because sometimes you're doing them the fucking flavor. Sometimes you're doing them the fucking favor. So it is what it is. Yeah, just a little bit of a vent. I'll bring up people later. So,
hey, bro, there's venting, there's facts, bro.
Yeah. And it's like, if people are out there, and I challenge it, if there's people out there that think I'm lying and shit, call me out. I'm right here. I'm fucking putting it out there. I'll put names out, dude. I'll call y'all bullshit if you want. I mean, I don't mind. I'll tell people they're fucking liars to their face at the conventions themselves. People know I'm very, very transparent. But if it's my fault, if I did something like I'm gonna put this out there that someone said that dude from Area 956 or whatever said that I was a con artist, and I was like, bet, challenge it. Do they know me? I'll go up. I'll tell you what. The next time those people have a meeting with that guy, invite me. I'll show up and I'll call him a fucking liar to his face.
Or they say you're gonna work for somebody, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be my boss and I'm gonna fire people. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, true that, man. It's just accountability and representation. Reputation is super, super important. You gotta be a humbling person. You gotta know how to be nice to people. You gotta know to just be straightforward, especially when it comes to being a strong business person. Are there consequences? Yeah. But I'm going to wake up tomorrow. As long as I'm not trying to stab someone or bang their wife, like, I'm good, man. I'm not trying to make myself look bad. So, yeah. Sorry, what was the fuck? I already went off on a tangent. Jeez, hey, you got to slow me down, David. Man.
There's a tangent and there's the facts, bro. No, I was talking about the autograph drama that came out from that
okay,
show.
Yeah. So that was Lighthouse Mitsuri. That was an event, of course, run by the Greek hustler, stupid ass, Johnny Zamora, who has been in the game for a very, very long time. If you need more information on this, Margaret is Sonata Driver. She's in the comment section. Hit her up. Ask her exactly who Johnny Zamora is and exactly what he's done, and she'll lay out the platform. She'll lay it out. It's been years. I'm talking like +8, +10 years that this guy's been in this thing. He's really bad at what he does. but he bamboozles, he lies to people and he bamboozles them into trusting him, telling him he's going to help him out. And I think that's just what happened to this autograph guy, which he got in business with a dude. What was his name? Autograph 956 or 956 autographs or
RGV Signatures, bro.
RGV Signatures.
Yeah.
And he got that guy to put a lot of cash into bringing in guests. And I'm talking like, okay, mind you, let's break this down for the people that are watching that have never been in a convention or know the background. A lot of guests like that have a minimal price of at least $4,000 to $5,000, like a minimal price. And there's this concept called a reserve, which is usually, David, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like you will supply them with stuff and they can sell it, and that'll alleviate some of that money. Right. So like if you come in and say you have, I have 80 remote controls and I brought the guy that made them, if I can get him to sell those remotes and just sign them off, you know, and him keep that money, we can agree that takes away from the 5,000. Yep. That's kind of what it is, right?
Yeah, more or less is basically trying to hit the reserve and obviously make some money after the events and stuff.
So Lighthouse Missouri had 6 guests or 4.
Oh, bro, that's all you, bro. I gave him no attention.
Okay, well, let me just shoot a ballpark number out there, and they maybe had 4 guests, which are all part of some pretty mainstream animes that are going on right now, and they're pretty much like maybe a secondary to a third character. Let's just say that their limit was $2,000, right? So that is 4 people times 2. That's whoever the dude's needing to come through paying 6. Okay. Well, I'm being nice. I'm being nice. Let's say 6 then. He had 6 guests that maybe, let's give him a nice cut, $2,000. That's still them needing to make $1,200 that weekend. Those of you that are in the comment section, thank you again for being in the podcast with us. We're just out here giving some stuff out and just having a good time. How many people did you see at that event that you would equivocate to at least $1,000, $1,200? How many people? That's just guessing that they might have been 2,000.
Yeah, let's see.
So if you have an idea, that's a really good question. Would you equivocate to the people that showed up to that convention that they equaled out with the ticket sales barely, that they equaled out $1,200? Mind you, if they pay the guests that, they make 0 money at the door. They can't pay for the venue.
Yeah, no shit.
I 100% believe they didn't make that money. I 100% they believe they didn't make any of that money back. And then not only that, mind you, the fucking guests take the microphone from the hosts Sunday, like by 12, and we're like, yo, we're leaving by 1. So if you don't get your shit, we're out. We're out. We are out.
Yeah,
you know, in fact,
you're saying that, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, if you went to the convention and you're in the comment section watching, we appreciate you guys, all of you guys that are here. Let us know your experience in the comment section, what you thought. If you were a vendor or if you're just a person that showed up and checked it out, let us know in the comment section what you guys thought. But yeah, dude, like,
what do you think, Omar? How was it? Busy? Was it? You think they made their money?
Yo, but I just want to be honest and say, like, I mean, David, you brought a guest down a couple of months ago and stuff like that. You know what it's like to kind of dabble in that, right? Mm-hmm. Like to kind of bring those people. So you already know how rough it can be on one guest, much less 6. You know, much less 6 motherfuckers you got to cater to and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It's rough. There has to be a skill to be able to make that kind of shit work. Mm-hmm. Like they really do. You know what I mean? So apparently
vendors probably didn't make their money. So
yeah, I mean, even most of the guests from what they said out loud is they didn't even make their reserves. So like that, they were probably going to pay out of pocket to make sure that they meet that. So that's a lot of money. Mind you, and then after that, you know, videos came out. People were all like, it was a mess. You know, these guys fucked up. The guys that were running it were really pieces of shit. And all of that stuff kind of to come through, which are all things that Margaret, of course, being a member in the community, have warned people about many times, letting them know, like, hey, if you're going to work with this guy, know that this is what he usually does, his MO. And everyone's like, nah, it's cool. Miles Morales, I'm going to do it my way, or whatever the fuck he says at the end of his movie. Like, and then they go out and they die or whatever. They fucking, instead of Miles winning, he just straight loses. a lot of people have been told like, don't work with these guys because you're going to get screwed over really bad. So, mind you, I barely know anything about the autograph thing because the other shit already just keeps me laughing. So like, I already just laugh at the situation. Cause like, yeah, like I've said before, like these guys are dumb and I want them to still be successful, but have some accountability. Say, hey, you know what? We've fucked up our events. Like, okay. Some shit popped off recently. And we were talking about this off core with one of our close personal friends. And a friend of ours who runs events, Michael Betancourt, had been brought up in a some type of, rumors and controversies and stuff, and things were said. The community knows that Michael Betancourt has ran events that have been canceled, and we understand that. But as a man, Michael Betancourt has to do two things. One, run the event, fuck it up and lose money, and don't pay back the people. Or two, before it becomes out of hand, cancel it early, refund everybody, and apologize and say you'll do better next time. What have we seen him do? He chooses a second path before it goes all fucking Lighthouse Matsuri, or it goes all out fucking Bonsai Con. He cancels it because he doesn't feel comfortable. They lose a little bit of money, but they're able to recover and hopefully go for another one. They apologize to the community, let them know that some shit happened and will be better next time. And four, they give the people back their money. Name one time any other motherfucker from that area that does a Bonsai Con, anime, whatever the fuck or whatever, has done that for anybody before. If people want to call Michael Betancourt out on that, they have to bring that up in conversation, because that is accountability as a man, knowing that he made a mistake, but he's willing to work through it. Not blame some other, the moons aren't right. Oh, I'm a Sagittarius working on a weekend of Cancer or whatever. No, they're not making a bullshit. They're handling it like a businessman. Mike's a good man. He's a good man. And yeah. Like he's had some events that have gone down the pipe and they don't work. He's had some bad business deals or whatever, but he works his fucking ass off and he tries to do for the community what everybody else wants to do. Does he want to make a couple of bucks for himself to pay for whatever the fuck for his kids? Of course he does. That's what everybody's guilty of. That's what everybody's guilty of.
All day, every day.
So yeah, man, like that was one thing I just wanted to bring up. I'm not bringing anything careful or whatever, but
well, I mean, it's at the end of the day, bro. Like, regardless of the fact, like whether you use your own money or use sponsorship money, you still are expected to deliver for the event. Whether you want to do it the before or after, you have to weigh up the best positive outcome. And sometimes canceling is the best outcome, bro. I mean, I hope I'm never in that situation because. I'm a boss of the wall, bro. If I'm gonna lose big. Like it's just the way that I am. But for me, I like to give myself handicaps on purpose, but that's just my thinking. I'm a little bit different. But I mean,
it's crazy. Adolf, what's up? See you in the comment section. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. But yeah, man, Margaret in the comment section, coming up to bat saying that's why I work with him. And back him up. There's integrity. We were just talking about that earlier. I think one of your friends put up integrity and accountability and all this other stuff. There is that. And that's a common factor that needs to be there throughout all business runnings. And right now, the events that are being held, there's integrity in some parts and no integrity in the other. In fact, I just got hit up by a friend of mine today. I'm not putting any names out unless the people I don't care for, which is like that Manny guy and Johnny and all these guys that I just need to bring community attention to. And I'll call other people out too if I need to, but right now we're keeping it on the chill. I got hit up by one of my friends and he was like, yo, look at this guy, and he sent me the post of the Johnny Zamora guy saying, hey, there was a lot of things said about Lighthouse Matsuri, but onwards to the next event. Like not even giving a fuck to take accountability for the situation, just running on to the next one. And mind you, it's not even at Padre Island anymore. It's now where the curve is to the Stripes going the other way to another city that he's going to fucking bamboozle. You know what I mean? Like that is, and mind you, if there's anybody out there, just, I'm going to shine a little light out into the distance of this dark world of understanding that does cosplay, that doesn't like maybe correlate on my side of the team, which means if you're not like on Team Kellen or Jasmine or whoever the fuck those stupid people are that do their own shit, like if you're not with me in some way, at least have acknowledgement to know there's really bad people that want to take advantage of you. And you're not a fucking mascot. You're a person with a skill at building something and bringing attention to an event. Have some respect for yourself and don't just sell yourself to the first person willing to put you on an advertisement. Don't do that. Don't do that because you fuck it up for everyone else. and we're trying to make the community better. We're trying to make the community better. We've been working on trying to make the cosplay community a lot nicer, but there's a lot of like separation because everybody thinks there's some like fame or some kind of TikTok or some kind of fucking like I don't know, like privilege you're gonna get from this. There's no privilege. The only privilege you get is you get invited to a big convention and you sit at your table and you sell whatever the fuck you have at your table. Your prints, cups, stickers, fucking other cups or whatever the fuck you sell. But though even those you can get arrested for because you don't own any rights to that shit. So you're just selling that with no license. And we've already talked about me and David talk business all the time because we want to make it better. Yeah, and you have no copyright on that. You have no copyright on it. So I don't want to say don't go out there and hustle. There's people again that don't like me in the cosplay community, and there's people that I don't like. You know what I mean? But I don't want to stop them from eating. By all means, go out there and hustle and do your shit. Sooner or later, that comes to a failure and you don't have a skill. And then you go back to doing your job and doing whatever it is that you do, or you use whoever it is you use until you get to the top. So yeah, other cups. Margaret gets that. Other cups. Yeah, because it's just everybody sells fucking cricket cups and they
cups and pens, bro. Cups and pens.
Yeah, cups and cups. But yeah, man, like there needs to be something. There's too much of a divide. This South Texas area, when it comes to events, is very small. It's very, very tiny. Even though you think it's big, it's not. Like, you know, Ramsey, God bless the dude. He's worked his fucking ass off to create something that's bigger than itself, which is South Texas Comic Con. And he's given that back to the community. And even him, whoever has been in the community for 10, 15 years, we've never really had anything of that stature, of that big, where it's like a 3-day event of 10,000, 17,000 people, 19,000, 20,000 people making good money as vendors. You know what I mean? Good fucking, you know, bringing in solid guests. And then you have bitches crying about how long the line is, how long it takes and shit. We didn't have that 10 years ago. We didn't have even close to something like this. And there's still people that fucking cry and complain. People need value, man. They need to be a part of something. They need their opinion heard, and that's great. Like, but if the line is too long, get there early. And if you think they're not running the event better enough, make one your fucking self. Yeah. Make one your fuck. Go to Peter Piper and host a lock-in or whatever the fuck we all used to do back in the day, and then build it to something where you're dropping $100,000 a weekend. Go show us instead of talking shit. Like, yeah. All right. Sorry.
Hey, bro, it's true, bro. Unless you're willing to gamble your own money or gamble your reputation, I mean, you're not gonna have any ownership to it.
Yeah, so true that.
Period.
What else you got, man? What else you got? I want to talk more shit. I'm down.
Bro, shit. I mean, we covered a good amount of the stuff, bro. I mean, pretty much. I mean, at the end of the day, like we talked about before this, man, like, you know, it's about the integrity of everything in the business. So it doesn't matter, like, and, you know, I talked to Ramsey about this a while back for other things that were out there. But, you know, there's a certain ladder to success, and you can't skip that ladder because the more steps you skip, the harder you're going to fall, regardless of the fact. True. So if you're trying to pull like I'm gonna do an event, I'm gonna get 30 guests, you know, more power to you. But if it fails, and I hope it doesn't fail, right? Well, maybe for certain people at the moment right now, maybe certain people, because I'm still a little upset. But you know, for the most part, for pretty much 90% of everybody else, you know, you just gotta own it, bro. Like, you own the results, get the feedback, make it better, you know.
Yo, I'm laughing too because fucking John in the Funko Pop and Sons, he's like, yo, just to clarify though, I'm Johnny Sanchez, not Johnny Zamora. Yeah, you clearly know who that guy is, dude. Yeah, and Margaret, in your comment, Miguel says, this is an awesome podcast. Hey, man, thanks, dude. I'm just a guest. Puro Dairy Queen. This is David's podcast, his first one. I wanted to come out here and give him some righteous movement into the first positive. I run a podcast on Sunday nights where we just talk a bunch of nerd shit. We don't really cover drama. I'm not really like a drama-esque kind of guy. I love the drama. You know, Margaret and David know this. I like to talk tea and I like to laugh at everybody's bullshit, dude. Then they make it seem like it's bigger than it is, and it's funny sometimes, and it's easy to quell them. But there's some things that need to be brought to light because I want to make the community better, and that's just it. One thing, I'll put a thing out there: we need to quit bringing in these photographers that hook up with cosplayers and young people. Like that's one thing they need to fucking
That's
quell.
all
They
you,
need to,
homie.
bring that
saying
shit
nothing.
down, bro. Every time I see it, it's like either chicks are trying to get with photographers or photographers are trying to get with chicks. Like, yo, they need to stop that shit. That shit's weird, man. Margaret came out and said with the storm drainage damage South Texas Comic Con, they did as best as they could and they still ran a show. Props to them, dude. I remember, what was it, that night or that morning, I got up to see Ramsey, and you know, I got the opportunity to tell one of my best friends like I was so proud of him because I think he handled that so professionally. And yo, we were practically both all in tears together, you know, because he fucking head first, dude, right into the fucking drama and the problems and handled it like a fucking man would. Anybody else would have just canceled. I mean, not Johnny Zamora would have just like sat down on the ground, cried, and told everybody just to block him or whatever, and that he was just gonna let it go through like he did with Lighthouse. What a dummy, dude! What a dummy. But yeah, man. Shout outs to the hard worker Ramsey Ramirez, man. And Marla V. And Marla. I know, I want to put this out there. I know that people who run conventions have the goal set to be in that area, like in that posture, to be where that success is. Because you trickle it down to knowing that Ramsey has his business, what is this? Kaboom Comics and Anime Boom, which was previously just Kaboom Comics. Then from there, he ventured and created South Texas Comic Con. And then, you know, he's casually making this nice empire for himself, putting his investments where he knows that it'll benefit him later in the skill and the things that he knows he truly loves to do. Because if there's one thing that I have ever been told in my life is when you find something you're good at and you want to do it, learn to make money from it, make it into something, and you'll never work a day in your life. You'll never work a day in your life. Super, super cool. Collectors LLC, good to see you in the comment section, my guys. Nothing but I wish the success to you guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Sexy Moto.
You know, I know for a fact that's Fred because he's untech savvy, bro.
Yeah,
1,000%, bro. I fucking know.
I just want to put this out there and say, like, if you're an event runner and that is your dream or your success goal to be at the concept of South Texas Comic Con and Ramsey and all this stuff, work hard. Don't splooge in the money that you get first. Only take 10% of that and put the rest investment into the business and your work. Do not take all that money, blow it, and then try to find ways to make money later into getting back into it. Punish yourself by only using 10% and use the rest on your venture. That is the way this is going to work. That is the way you're going to become successful. And it's going to take a long, long ride because there's other people that want that just as bad as you do. You know, stick to it. Work hard, continue to make your work about the community, about making a good time, and make it about them. Don't make it about you. I know you'll see people out there that are running CEO corporations and businesses that are like, don't make it about them, make it about you and they'll enjoy it. That is not the way this part of business works. That works for someone that's fucking an Amazon company down or fucking a Walmart company down where they're making workers into slaves, making people go out there and make them the money. You're doing this because you want to bring pleasure to people and make them an experience that they'll never forget. Make that work. Make that good, dude. Make that good. That's the only thing I'm asking, man. I'm so bored of events nowadays because they're all the same shit. Like, make it exciting again.
Here's Nick saying, I seriously feel that there's so many smaller different shows, events going on more often than hurting the community. I feel that it's overdone.
100% true. 100% true. There are people, and I tell this to me and David talk about this all the time. And same thing with Margaret, same thing with Mike. We always talk because we're always trying to understand. Okay, we love what we do. Of course, we're not making crazy money from it. What do we do next that we can do that can probably help us? And the one thing always comes to mind is, you know, bring it for the community, and try not to oversaturate, right? Oversaturate. Learn to work together. And yeah, that's really it. Just don't make it about us. Make it about them. Have a good time. So yeah, man. Definitely. David can't wait for your next event. Margaret can't wait for your next event. Mike can't wait for your next. Mike's next event looks exciting, dude.
Bro, what's it called?
The Star Wars one?
I don't want to say anything. I'm not gonna give too much of it. I know Michael Benkert talked to me about it before, and I was like, "There's like 2 people there that I definitely want to see." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I'm gonna make it out there. But
I want
I
to see
know
that tough chick from The Mandalorian. She's so pretty. I think she's super cute.
I can't say anything like that. I'm getting in trouble.
Yeah, you're gonna get beat up, man. Ashley's probably around there.
Oh fuck!
But yeah. What else, David? What else you got, man? I'm ready to fucking blow the lid off all this shit.
I think that's gonna be it, man. I think we can call the first podcast done, bro. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But I do have to thank everybody for joining, guys. You know, I am gonna be honest with you. I mean, there's drama. I mean, it's kind of like what we talked about. There's a little bit of room for everything, but you know, Adam Collections is gonna hopefully make an impact within the community, kind of like what you and me talk about.
Cosplayer MMA. I would totally be at that. Let's bring a ring to the thing and let the cosplayers beat
if
each
you
other
did
up.
cosplay MMA, I'm gonna double my money, bro. I'm betting on you.
Yeah, I would say like, dude, let's fucking put it down. Let's just bring a ring to the next event and let cosplayers bang it out when they don't like each other. There's a couple people out there I like to see. I know that they already had some between 2 cosplayers of the 707 a while back. So that's funny, dude. Let them fucking bang it out, dude. I'm about that life, dude.
Just be like, here's some gloves and go to fucking town.
Yeah, I'll give them the mouthpieces, dude. We'll get some ring guys, dude. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Nothing worth having is ever easy. I appreciate Johnny.
True.
What's it called?
Shoot off. I'll be the first one to join Adolf, my boy, man. Adolf is one of my students, man. He's a cosplayer too. Sharp, new cosplayer, you know, out there, you know, working his ass off. He got first place at UCX a couple months ago, actually. I think like a month and a half ago. Yeah, so out there, you know, putting the skills down, man. You know, get the opportunity to talk to him. You know, some people, and it's really good.
Yeah, Omar said, as a spectator, I'd like to go to pretty much anything, but I learned a lot from this. If I want to attend as a vendor, hey man, I mean, more power to you. Appreciate it.
Robert says, "Bring mommy." So he's a big Rhea Ripley fan, which I mean, she's probably super expensive, dude.
Hey, bro. But, I mean, you never know what can happen in the future, bro. I mean, I got money. I'm not afraid to lose, but I got to pay some bills first. I'm falling behind.
Tori Gamboa, Tori, my girl, man, a beautiful lady out there doing her stuff, and she says, "I'm down for cosplay MMA." That would be rad, dude. I'm telling you, it'd be nuts. It'd be super funny too. Tori knows, man. She knows how mean the cosplay community can be, especially with the ladies, man. The ladies, like, it's a competition, 100%. These ladies are always like just driving, man, dude. It's crazy. Like, see some fucking female cosplay MMA up in the house, dude. Just fucking let them box it out. We'll get them big inflatable gloves, dude. You know what I mean? So it's safe. You know, you don't have to get insurance with that and shit. Or we'll let them get the gorilla blow up costumes, and then just have them fucking go at each other, or the T-Rex costumes. It'd be funny as hell, dude. But yeah, so what is it, man? What you got going on? What's up, Dante? Good to see you, my man, in the comment section, man. Ding, ding, man. Ding, ding. Yeah. What do you got up for holidays, man? What's your thing?
So the next event we have is actually United Collectors Expo, which I think is January 7th. I think.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff in January, man.
Yeah, January 7th is my next expo, or January 6th. I'm sorry, Armando.
Like January is like UCX, Gamers Expo, and then another event towards the end, which is Sanrio, right?
Yeah, no, Sanrio Sanrio's in March, right, Margaret? Right, Margaret? I want to say it's in March.
Yeah, it's something like that. I'm not really sure.
But March 16th. I swear she said March 16th, bro. So
January 6th. There you go. This one. I know there's a lot of stuff about, like, we just got to be aware. All right, don't go to any Johnny Zamora's. Like, just don't go. People out there, if you're in the comment section, if you're watching this by chance and you're trying to be on the down low and you're not jumping in, that's fine. If you're watching me as a hater, that's cool too. I don't mind. Watch. Mm-hmm. Just don't go to Johnny Zamora's events. Like, if you don't go and he doesn't make money, he'll stop having them eventually. He'll go to church. He'll find God. Maybe he'll fucking find a new hobby of fucking spending money or making money. He'll collect stamps, or I don't know what the fuck this guy can do. I don't know what he does. But you just got to stop supporting him. I don't know. He just does things. Just stop supporting his ignorance, man. Like, all you got to do is make sure, watch. Easiest thing. Just for safety. Anybody out there that's watching, I don't know who's watching. I don't even know. But if there's an event coming up, yeah, they're all Harlingen side. It's all on that side. No one goes over there anyways, but it's good. 100%. Yeah, Harlingen Fan Convention Center. Harlingen Convention Center, don't go. don't rent it. If you ever want to have like a funeral, a wedding, a quinceañera, nobody's going to show up. Just don't go. Just rent the Bass Pro Shop. Invite all your friends there, dude. Yeah, invite all your friends there, and then just go to the Cracker Barrel or whatever that's there. But Yeah, just ask, hey, is there a person by the name of, or look at the flyer, and if there's a little person on the bottom that says the Geek Hustler, if it's on there, just don't go.
Don't
Just
do
don't
it.
go. Yeah,
Don't
don't
do
do
it.
it. If you go, make sure you got you got extra cash to have your Uber, and don't even take your phone because it's gonna get stolen or whatever. Like, just don't go. Yeah, if it has the Geek Hustler, or even just ask the event person and be like, is Johnny Zamora in any way connected to this convention? Because if so, I don't want to be there. Like, that's cool. Just do that. It's that easy. And I'm not spreading rumors. I'm just stating the facts that this guy always messes up events. And at Lighthouse, Missouri, when people were confronted him about the event being bad and they needed help, he was like, I don't want to help you. If you don't like me, just unfriend me, but I'm not going to do anything to help. And they let other people that were just part of the convention fix the convention. It was fucking, man, Lighthouse, Missouri was really bad, dude. But yeah, that's my word of advice. You know, make sure you wipe correctly, and don't cough on other people, dude. Don't lick doorknobs and smell bicycle seats, man.
Don't lick doorknobs. And then when's your podcast again, bro? I forgot.
My podcast, I forgot. My podcast is I don't even run a podcast. My podcast is on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time. We have one of our guys, Brian D from New Jersey. He comes in, and it's 10 o'clock for him, so we have it set to 9 o'clock. Actually, yeah, is it 9? I want to say 8 o'clock, isn't it? Did we move the time up?
Oh, fuck it, Alex, bro. Alex had to drop this one, bro. My favorite thing.
Oh yeah, we're deodorant.
100%, bro.
Yeah, we're deodorant. Take showers, guys, commonly. Yeah, we do Sunday nights on Facebook, the Average Boys Podcast. We cover everything nerd news. It's me, Brian, and Trigger. We've been doing this for, plus 4 years. I can talk your ear off. We do like a 2-hour show. I think right now we're set to an hour and a half right now. We used to do 3 hours. But yeah, we kind of chopped it down.
Fucking 3 hours.
Every day for almost 3 years, dude. Almost day for every 3 years, but now we're at an hour and a half. We're just casual, like the way this is right now. Just having a good time, coming out, having fun, talking shit about Rebel Moon sucking and all that good stuff. The Aquaman 2 being the last thing that DC could have done to put a nail in the whole franchise. Marvel fucking everything up, and no one caring who Miss Marvel was or any of those people. Yeah, but if you want to come and catch us every Sunday night, if you want to come and join just an everyday nerd vibe, dude, you could come talk about anything, man. We'll cut everything up, everything, and we'll let you know what's up. We'll talk about comics and everything. So what's up? All these movies, 10 out of 10. Alex is my dude, 10 out of 10. Yo, so in the comment section, real quick on my side, I just want to put it for my Facebook. Tori coming and bringing the raspberry tea flavored. Johnny screwed me over because I had a stalker issue that he sided with stalkers because they were out of town, and he made me feel unsafe. So what happened was she had a podcast. She had a stalker from out of town that was, telling her weird shit on her own personal stuff. She approached Johnny Zamora, and Johnny Zamora was like, well, you could still come, and we'll just make sure he stays on his side of the convention. Like, he did nothing to be like, hey, we can't have you in here because you're inappropriate with someone. You know what I mean? He was still like, yo, everybody can come get this podcast, or everybody can come into this event and be cool, man. And yeah, so she's like, I learned about Johnny the hard way. And thank you so much, Toy, for jumping in. Will, my dude, it's good to see you, brother. He runs a podcast too, the Movies Know It All podcast. It's good to see you, my man. He says it is harder to do short podcasts. It is, right, dude, because you want to get so much information out, and then you end up talking too much. I end up talking way too much. Like, David's barely talked a little bit. That's not hard.
Hey, bro, but, I like your rants, bro. It makes my trimming of the clips easier.
But it's so weird, dude, because it's like I've just done this for so long that having a conversation is just, it's a skill now, dude. Hopefully sooner or later we end up getting out of this, rut and getting people to watch our shows and making it come out a little bit more. And then I can interview Tim Smith and get him fucking drunk off his ass and get him to talk about his college days. Yeah, doing fucking lines off his strippers' backs and stuff. I want to know the hard stuff, dude. But yeah, I want to say thanks, David, for bringing me on your show, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you being my first guest again. And my podcast will be every Friday, probably 7, 8. I don't know. I haven't figured a time yet, but we'll get there.
Get it, folks. Yeah, man. Thank you for bringing me on. I appreciate you. And I like being the first guy to bring in some people and helping people get their foot in the door when it comes to the podcasting thing, man. So can't wait to see what comes from this. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. So let me know what's up. Appreciate you. Everybody that jumped in the comment sections and watching the podcast and everything on both sides. I appreciate both of you. And hopefully we see you again. If you don't see you, then be good. And like I said, don't lick doorknobs and don't smell bicycle seats. You'll be all right.
That's right, guys. So you guys have a good night, guys. See ya.
Peace.